takes a while. It looks like we got an early bandit knocking at the door. You know what I'm saying? Knocking at the trap door. Let's see who this is. Let's see who this is.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Here I am.
Fucking host, Smith and Wesson, the Smitter. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Is that an aquarium or is that a vivarium? It's like, oh, it's aquarium. I see the bubbles. See the bubbles. What's good, man? What's the word? And you muted, by the way. You muted.
My bad about that, man.
Nah, you good. It's Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know how it is on a Sunday. What's good with you, man?
I feel great, bro. Nah, just me, bro. Every so often I make sure, those who I rock with, those who I, what I'm saying, rock
I
with.
noticed.
I gotta
I
pop up.
noticed you've been. I noticed you've been having like a burst of consistency out of nowhere. Like, damn, is this nigga on a mission? Usually, when people do that, they're on a mission. They get monetized though, because when you see somebody going like that, it's only a while before they get monetized. You know what I mean?
I'm I'm a purpose-driven man, bro. That's all I can say on that. So whatever my purpose brings me, if the purpose brings monetization, that is beautiful.
Mm.
I'm just cranking shit out, bro.
Speaking of purpose, right?
Right.
How late how late is too late for a person to recognize their purpose?
How late is too late?
Mm-hmm.
I would say when you finally recognize it and you're not capable of doing it. So let's say you found out your purpose was to construct and build certain things, and then you finally recognize that's your purpose, but you're now in like your 70s and knees bad, things of that nature. So it depends on what the purpose is and where you are at that state in your life.
On the low though, with the purpose thing, I always think that we have like multiple purpose simultaneously, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. One
Because
purpose
me
into the next year.
and shouts out to Cammy in the motherfucking house. Salute. And you know what though? Where's my manners, bro? I ain't even big up everybody. Let me big up everybody. I want to move off from the purpose because I think that's a dope ass organic topic because we didn't even plan that, you know what I'm saying? So it means that it was
Right.
meant to be talked about, right? There's purposes, right? Because me and you, we will give ourselves purpose on a human level. But on a larger scale, there's purposes that we playing that we ain't even is nothing you could do about it because it's it's bigger things at play type shit because we humans but we are part of the earth still, so we might have our own individual, you know what I'm saying, goals and purposes. But then now, what, like, let's say humans is meant to farm, we meant to move trees from over here to over here because that's one of the things, I kind of think that we meant to do that other creatures don't do, like purposely. Sometimes gorillas do it because might they poop and they fertilize the forest and shit like that, and they move seeds that they eat from over here. And when they poop way over there, when they move, they plant the seeds over there too by accident. So I think that's one of our purposes as humans. But we'll give our own self purposes, become a doctor, become a producer, a YouTuber, a this and a that. But I think we got higher, there's a higher purpose that no matter what we do, we still gonna serve that higher purpose. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably like different levels to the purpose shit. You know what I mean? What you
Um,
think?
yeah. So where I am with it, and I like that you gave the animal analogy, right? So one thing I know about free will is that, like with us as people, we're the only ones that actually go against purpose. Any and all animals, from a bee to a whale, they all do exactly what they're supposed to do. Animals generally do not go outside of their natural, purposeful state. Because of our free will, that gives us the liberty to go outside of that. So, long story short, when you say multiple purposes, what I've seen is that I figured out the main source of my purpose. And then there's a world that can be built around the core of that. Just like planet Earth has a core,
Mm.
That purpose is the core. And then from there, it stretches and the whole world is built around that. So, whatever it is that like my purpose is, I do my purpose because I know, like, seriously, that's from God, right? And
Mm.
so, what it is that I do strictly to serve God subsequently benefits you all. You get
Okay.
to enjoy what it is. People get to enjoy your music and everything that you have to offer because you are focused on who and why you're supposed to do what you do.
Mm.
That's why I say purpose driven man. But I digress. My mic is muted.
I want to ask you this. Anybody in the chat, feel free to answer in the chat too. We'll address y'all the comments and shit, right? You think that humans are the only creatures with free will? And as a matter of fact, define free will, right? I think you said just now that is the ability to go against like your nature or something like that.
Every single year, bees do exactly what they do.
Mm.
They pollinate, they do specific trips, they like you won't see a bee just hanging out not doing its purpose. They can get lost off track.
But
But
what about humans
year,
and a lot? What
exactly what
about if? What about within the bee world? They probably might not. What if they don't even see it like that? What about if we have a purpose that we actually fulfilling on
mhm,
us? Like, let's say you zoom out of humanity, because a lot of times I like to zoom out of humanity and
okay.
looking down on humanity, right? It's
Uh-huh.
like you see humanity already serving their purpose on some human shit, right? But individually, these humans don't know what the fuck they doing. They got their own individual shit going on. And it might seem like we're going against stuff. Like you said, you might see a bee caught off track. You might see an ant come outside of the ant line that they was moving in. You know what I'm saying? But that don't means overall the ant is not playing its purpose from the ant farm, or the bee is not playing the over purpose of the hive. You know what I'm saying? If they
No,
got off track.
what you're describing right there is being derailed.
Mm.
Us as people, we get off track, right? We get
Mm.
derailed. It doesn't mean that you're not still on course of your purpose. It just means that you're not going in the right direction right now. You need to recalibrate your GPS.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. I'm looking it up
That's all I got for that. Rock out.
in ChatGPT, the simple definition for free will. It says free will is the ability to make choices independently without being controlled by fate or external forces. Let me see. Are humans the only ones with? But I would say that humans I asked ChatGPT, are humans the only ones with free will? And it says that depends on how you define free will. If free will means making choices independently, some animals also show decision making. And some animals also show decision making abilities, problem solving, and even creativity, right? However, humans have a high level of self awareness. So I think that humans, we just self conscious as fuck, bro. Like I think that's one of the things that make us stand out from other creatures, because we could self reflect. We hyper self aware, bro. Some animals can't even notice they self in the what you call it in the mirror. You know what I mean,
I don't know about that. You should look
bro?
into it.
Bro, there's animals that I got you. Let me pull that shit up.
I'm one of them bushcraft people, bro. Like I hang out with y'all sometimes, but I'll be out in the forest most of my days.
But I would say that humans I asked ChatGPT, are humans the only ones with free will? And it says that depends on how you define free will. If free will means making choices independently, some animals also show decision making. And Some animals also show decision making abilities, problem solving, and even creativity, right? However, humans have a high level of self awareness. So I think that humans, we just self conscious as fuck, bro. Like I think that's one of the things that make us stand out from other creatures because we could self reflect. We hyper self aware, bro. Some animals can't even notice they self in the what you call it in the mirror. You know what I mean,
I don't know about that. You should look
bro?
into.
Bro, there's animals that I got you. Let me pull that shit up. But I would say that humans I asked ChatGPT, are humans the only ones with free will? And it says that depends on how you define free will. If free will means making choices independently, some animals also show decision making. And some animals also show decision making abilities, problem solving, and even creativity, right? However, humans have a high level of self awareness. So I think that humans, we just self conscious as fuck, bro. Like I think that's one of the things that make us stand out from other creatures because we could self reflect. We hyper self aware, bro. Some animals can't even notice they self in the what you call it in the mirror. You know what I mean,
I don't know about that. You should look
bro?
into.
Bro, there's animals that I got you. Let me pull that shit up.
I'm one of them bushcraft people, bro. Like I hang out with y'all sometimes, but I'll be out in the forest most of my days.
There and show so to the OG free the green in the motherfucking.
They got endless stuff where they show you how like bears, deer, all kind gorillas when they walk past cheetahs, when they walk past
The mirror.
yeah, oh yeah. Nah, they do. Yeah, they
I
do.
don't think they recognize themselves. They probably think it's another animal. Because when I was watching the video, a lot of them freaked out. You know what I'm saying? And shows out the Tika in the.
Shout out. Y'all make sure y'all go over there, subscribe, man.
Oh yeah, Tika is your people. Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all go ahead and check out Tika and show